Final match of Pool B on New Zealand soil brings us to the east coast of New Zealand and a little town called Napier, which the locals refer as a little piece of paradise. And in the middle of it is McLean Park in Napier, the home of great rugby and great cricket fixtures, because greatness is contagious. Pacific Ocean backdrop in the foreground, a very important encounter, particularly for the West Indies against the UAE. Now then, this is why it's crucial, the pool table, and it tells us that the West Indies sit on 4 points at the moment, so they're currently in 5th position, and across in Australia, Pakistan take on Ireland, so there'll be an eye on this game here and an eye on that game very much so, because the West Indies simply have to win here, and they have to do it in a very authoritative fashion so that their run rate on the right, that 0.51, which is in the negative, is improved markedly. Jerome Taylor will open up for the West Indies. Good pace. This is generally a very good batting surface. Bowlers find it pretty tough. They don't strike early. Oh, an edge straight away. Only 2 slips in play for the West Indies. It would have gone through around about 4th slip area, but false shot.
I would certainly, and I've said it in previous games, like to see the West Indies attacking a bit more, particularly with a new ball against one of the lower-ranked teams. I want to see Jason Holder say, let me attack with another slip and be more attacking first and not do it after the horse is bolted.
Oh, that's close-ish. Close-ish, was very full. And the idea from Jerome Taylor, the thinking was perfect. Just outside the line of off stump, so he did right, Ian Bishop. It was going on to hit. Saving grace, just that little shuffle across the stumps and the fact that he was in the attempt of playing his shot at the ball. Good though, swing for Jason Holder from the embankment to a city end. And he's just got away with one there too. Over the top of second slip, but did go very quickly. It's the first boundary, but very, very fortuitous.
It bounced a little bit, but it was leaving him, so it was a decent delivery, maybe a touch wide of off stump in trying to withdraw the bat. Did it too late, but it's good to see they've got the extra man in the catching position.
Oh, here we go this time, Aleem Dar. Just a little clunk there, wasn't it? And the batsman actually did hold up his bat as if to say, I got a piece of it. Not supposed to.
I was just about to say it makes no difference in the umpire's mind, but umpires do take a lot of readings from the body language and the vociferousness of appeals sometimes in making a decision. They shouldn't, and they won't tell anyone that they do. But they actually do take that in with little edges which are not that discernible.
Oh, a chance here. Hit, direct hit. Oh, no. Misses. Confusion in the running. A lot of nerves in the UAE camp, it seems, early on here.
It's very good work by Dwayne Smith. He might have been back in any case. The batsman, it would have been tight anyway, but very good feeling and quick release.
Oh, Ripper, a beauty, and yes, a little touch. And Holder has struck. The West Indies have broken them open.
It's almost a very familiar pattern of dismissals for Raffaello. In the last match, Mokel got one to bounce and take the shoulder of the bat against South Africa. Now he gets one on the off-stump line. Bounces and leaves him a bit, and he decides to pull the bat in, but too late. Lovely channel of bowling. And it's been a poor tournament for him. Comes to an end from a batting perspective anyway. 7 to Raffaello, 13 for 1.
Krishna Karate is the new player. Edge and taken. Beautiful piece of bowling again. Smith takes the catch at first slip very, very comfortably, and it's a double blow for the skipper, Jason Holder, doing a great job.
And with the extra bounce you expect from a Jason Holder, it's a good catch from Dwayne Smith, still a very good fielder. Type of start the West Indies were looking for. They've picked up 2 wickets. Karate gone for naught, 16 for 2.
So Kiran Khan is the new player, left-hander. West Indies have struck twice. Oh, and again threatening. That bounce is good. He plays it well, handles it well, Kiran Khan. You get a single and get down the other end. Beautiful line and length, this.
Yeah, pretty good delivery. You have to play at that. Unless you trust bounce enough to know it's going to pass over the stumps. But that is a wonderful line. And hitting up near the splice of the bat, so a little bit of extra bounce there too.
Oh, close again. Close, he's given him this time. Oh, he struck again. This is great stuff from the big skipper. They might think about having a review here. A quick discussion. And it's Ali says, yes, I will. I will. He's taken advice.
And the top of middle stump is enough to have the decision upheld, the out decision that was made. Ali goes for 5. It's 17 for 3.
Here's Holder, and Shaiman Anwar gets a bouncer first up to welcome him to the crease. This has been devastating stuff from the skipper. He's been so demanding, and he has got it right on more than one occasion, but he has 3 pieces of reward for it. The outside edges, wrapping players in front. He's loving it. He is loving the success, and team are getting him behind him. 3 slips in a gully. It's full on here. Glorious. Shot of the day. Haven't been many of them, but that's a ripper.
And he can play even at 43. No pun intended when I said he can play. But I would give him a short one. Give him a short one to see how he handles it.
Oh, what a ripper! Ho, ho, ho! Fantastic delivery.
Well, that's a good alternative. Neck and crop. And the zing bails and the stumps go flashing. A little bit of swing. Feet didn't go anywhere. So as good as a player as he has been, looked a bit shy there. Lovely delivery from Taylor. The West Indies picking up wickets rapidly. Bowling with some good discipline. And Khan goes for 5. It's 21 for 4.
It's Swapnil Patil is a new player. Oh, he's going to be out too, is he? Oh, it's going to land safely. A leading edge. Oh, man, it's all happening out there. Lendl Simmons at mid-on was creeping up, and just for a second I thought it had gone straight up to him.
No chance for Lendl Simmons. And he had swung the ball nicely, Jerome Taylor. Just taking the leading edge. Delivery before.
Bowled. 5th one. Much straighter, and again the batsman's feet going nowhere.
Terrific delivery. Again, Taylor goes full, not express, but lovely piece of genuine swing bowling. It's nipped back in, actually, that one. Little cross seam, and it's nipped back in as well. Brilliant work from Taylor. Anwar goes for 2 of 6 deliveries. It is now 26 for 5.
Amjad Javed.
Commentary with us.
Catch. He got his fingers to it, but tough to hang on to. Yeah, very difficult to get down to that one on your follow through.
Yeah, would have been a special catch.
Big one. Where did that come from? But we know where it's gone.
Came from out of the middle, I tell you that much, Rusty. Oh, my goodness. Got the half volley and said, yeah, had enough of this. Going to send it. Those big long levers from Javid. And away over long on for 95 metres.
Another one. Nice and straight. Top of the stumps.
I just wonder whether that was the cross seamer as well, the nip backer. We've seen a couple that have gone away. A couple that have swung away. The first ball of the over driven through the covers. Was this the cross seamer? No, it did nip back though. That is for sure. Didn't swing, just nipped back off the seam, and Holder's got another 4 for 16 now for him. 46 for 6 are the UAE, and what are we going to do? We're going to have a drink here at McLean Park in Napier.
So 15 overs have gone, and the UAE are in all sorts of trouble, having lost 6 wickets this morning. Jason Holder's got 4 of the 6, and he's going to continue. He's got 2 slips in place. Glove could well be out. Only a half appeal though from the West Indians. Must have been forearm or shoulder on the way through.
And that is why they've pulled the length back to him. They're reluctant to give him the opportunity to come onto the front foot off the shoulder. Don't get him coming forward too often anyway.
Just short, is it, of slip? A lot of uncertainty out there. They're certainly not confident, the West Indians. Darren Sammy there at second slip.
Well, Sammy said no initially. He said, well, I'm not sure now. So they're going upstairs. He didn't think it carried initially.
A healthy nick. Oh, I tell you what, from there it looks okay. We need probably the side-on view to confirm that, but it looks like it's gone straight in. And the reason Darren Sammy's probably wringing his fingers is because his fingers got jammed between the ball and the ground. Yeah, it looks like there's not enough evidence there to give that out. It's a good effort by Sammy, though, just jamming those fingers. So obviously a bit of ground involved with that on the way through. Oh, that's well played through the offside. That'll run away for 4.
If you just walk in the ground and you didn't pay any attention to actually who was playing, you'd think a real top-class batsman stroke this. The balance in the execution of the stroke was perfect. Just transferring the weight after that forward press. It's a lovely shot.
Beautifully struck down the ground for 4. So over pitching Russell, and Javid taking full advantage. 66 for 6.
Javid is a solid striker of the ball on that front foot. We saw a good cut shot from him a couple of overs ago too.
Oh, in the air, top edge, and that'll run away for 4. So Aziz having a little bit of luck there with a top edge pull.
Up and over, and more annoyance too. A little bit of luck there. They're swinging hard, and they're getting a little bit lucky of late.
And this will absolutely be frustrating the West Indies. The last thing they want to do, they feel like they could maybe pick up another wicket and run through the rest of the tail. And these do become very frustrating. Top edge over the slips, and away she goes.
Just away from Sammy at slip. And that'll be 4. They deserve some luck.
Frustration once again for the West Indies. As I mentioned, the last over, Roach beat the outside edge 3 times. This time he finds the edge, but it's still not enough to get him a wicket. Goes past the diving Darren Sammy at second slip. Lendl Simmons gives chase, but not quick enough to cut it off.
Oh, that's in the end beautifully timed. Oh, I thought he was in the spot of bother for a second there, Aziz.
The execution was actually not bad in the end. He kept the bat face open so that it went over the man at square leg who's inside the circle. No one's back. They knew he just had to get it up and over. Did it well.
Another pull shot and another boundary. Won't run that one down. So 2 boundaries in the over, and the UAE are knocking on the door of 100. It's 96 for 6. Yep. Oh, he's got long levers. He needed them. And the UAE have now got 100 on the board.
There was a change of the field. There was a man in front of square in the circle who moved behind square, and the man behind square on the boundary moved in front of square, so he would have thought maybe it was going to be a short delivery. He gave himself a little bit of room, cleared that front leg, and he's just carved it away through the offside. There's no one back on the cover boundary. He just has to pierce the infield.
Tough start for the UAE. It was West Indies who won the toss, elected to bowl first. And they had 5 very early on after just 8 overs. 5 down for 26, a small partnership of 20 then. 6th wicket fell at 46. But since that time, Javed and Aziz have put on 66 for the 7th wicket. And this partnership has been pretty good as far as the UAE are concerned, Russell Arnold.
Yeah, when the ball was there, they've given it a whack. Kept the technique simple. Short balls they've got underneath when bowled at the stumps and full. Played a bit of French cricket. Basically just nudged it into gaps. 8 boundaries in all and a 6. Very useful partnership, effective partnership.
Marlon Samuels will continue. Hold a couple of tidy overs, just gone for 5.
Oh, nicely worked. Very, very fine, and that will run away for 4. So a nice little lap sweep. Aziz moves to 47.
It's been a terrific night. I've been really impressed with both these players, but Aziz, he's so small in stature, but he plays those shots well. He plays the pull shot well. They tested him out early, the West Indies. Gave him plenty of opportunities to play the flat bat shots, and he's done it. He hasn't shirked any responsibility, and along with Jav, this has been a fantastic. It really has been a fantastic partnership.
Kemar Roach back into the attack. Bowled 6 overs to date. Nicely worked fine, and that will run away. So a poor start for Roach.
So now Javed gets within reach of a 50 as well. He's one big shot away, and he's hit a big 6 already today. And really, the West Indies, it's symptomatic really of what's going on out there. A new bowler comes in, bowls one down leg side and goes for 4. But all honesty, are they really at the level that some of the other teams are at in terms of their intensity at the moment when it gets to quarter-final stage?
Yeah, if anything, they look a little bit fragmented. You know, they just don't seem to be all on the same page. This is straight up, and it will fall safe. So Aziz moves 1, 2 closer to that half-century.
He's hit 1 or 2 shots that have gone into the air and landed into space, so to speak. So, yeah, a little frustrated there, Kemar Roach.
Has he got bat on this? Or is the umpire going to call leg byes? Big moment, because it'll be his first. Yes, it is. It's his first ODI half-century. An excellent innings under pressure. He thanks all. His team are supporting him with great applause, and same with his batting partner.
The crowd that are here, not many, I might add, but the crowd that are here have appreciated the fight here and the importance of this to Aziz as an individual. Terrific, really. Got to realise that his job's only half done. I know it's still 14 overs to bat, and if he and Javed do most of that, they'll get 200 plus. And after being 6 for 50, man, that is some fight back. 133 for 6.
Excellent Yorker, right up into that block hole.
He's an interesting character, Javed. Very tall man. Got great leverage there because he's got those long arms and he can hit the ball a long way, and he plays so correctly, then all of a sudden he just cuts loose and does something like that.
Well, it's not paying any disrespect to him, but he reminds me just of a classical old-fashioned tail ender. In the air, and that'll clear mid-wicket. No one's really interested in chasing that. Everyone's looking at each other as that just trickles into the boundary. So they keep piling on the pain here, the UAE. And after such a good start by the West Indies, it's all going pear-shaped.
He's so right. Two fielders there, one at mid-wicket and one at mid-on. They honestly did look at each other, as if to say, your turn. No one moved.
Oh, and the fortune goes in their favour as he gets back-to-back boundaries.
Well, this is very fortuitous, but it's because of his attitude that he's getting reward, and it's into a situation now where maybe they've just decided, look, they've both played very attacking shots in this over, maybe if we get 220, 230, it'll be one of the great comebacks of all time.
Oh dear, a slow ball off the back foot, smashed through the covers to bring up his 50. So the big man Javed has joined his partner with a half century. Bold, there it is, the breakthrough. Andre Russell, the man that has broken this wonderful partnership.
Well, he's played with some pretty free spirit at times, but I mentioned that before, and he's likely to just play that big shot, and he's done it once too often. Not going to knock this innings at all because it's been a cracker, but it was a slower ball, it was well disguised, got a bottom edge onto it, quite a lot of it too, onto leg stump, and finally for the West Indies, the bails light up as they are dislodged, and Javed gets warm applause from this crowd here because his innings has been a little beauty. 153 for 7, he's gone for 56.
Naveed's the new batsman, protecting those stumps. Right on target, first ball, Russell. So Mohammad Naveed is our new man, and he's there because of a slower ball from Russell. Little bottom edge. Oh, dearie me. Look at that, long way back, well back into the stands. Russell looking to go halfway and disappears.
Well, he had a look, didn't he? He was very careful, as you say, looking after his stumps first ball, so he sized up the opposition and thought, right, you got no problems for me, son. So I'm going to dispatch you 78 metres over deep mid-wicket, just like that. Second ball.
Bowled him. Nice and full. The value of a good full quick Yorker is once again shown. And Russell picks up his second wicket in 2 overs.
It still has value, doesn't it? The Yorker, every time I see one. Real value. Saw Jerome Taylor go through the defences of Karim Khan earlier today. Now Andre Russell follows it up. And the West Indies will be breathing a sigh of relief now. Naveed goes for 14. 167 for 8. Marlon Samuels continues. Gone. So it's all falling apart now once the breakthrough was made. Aziz goes. He's played well.
Down the wicket, gave himself some room and tried to hit it over extra cover. All the people are in the circle on the offside, the fielders. Marlon Samuels gets his first wicket. It happened quickly at the start, it's happened quickly at the end, but this man in picture, Aziz, was superb for his 60. UAE 167 for 9.
Gurage is the new batsman. Yeah, it's actually as full as I've seen him bowl in recent times. I remember we had a discussion early in the tournament when we worked on a West Indies game together, and he was against South Africa, in fact, and we talked about you were asking about how full does he bowl, Jerome Taylor. At times he can be too short. Well, today he's bowled quite a lot in the full area. Very few, only 20% in that short area. So it's a good transition for him. It's where he's at his best, when he's bowling that good length, slightly fuller of a good length. And he takes another one. He hits the stump again. The stumps have taken a beating today.
Here we see it full in length, clips off the pad and onto the off stump. As Ian Bishop mentioned, 6 people in the UAE lineup have been bowled today, and there's been another LBW. Jason Holder. So it's been a really good display from the West Indies up front. The seamers were wonderful. They had them 46 for 6. And at the end, they've wrapped things up pretty quickly. Last 3 wickets, just 8 runs.
Yeah, wickets falling quickly. Just look at that. Single figures for the first 6, and then Javed and Aziz putting on a 107-run partnership. 56 to Javed. He played well, as did Aziz. And then once Javed went, everything just fell thereafter. 175 to UAE.
Bowling figures, Taylor and Holder very impressive up front. 7 wickets that they picked up front. Russell was also impressive, had struggled with a bit of an ankle injury, and Marlon Samuels bowled his full quota, 1 for 25. The rest of the seamers, not too effective.
The West Indies then will need to score 176 to win at just over 3.5 per over. On average, they'll hope to do it much quicker than that.
McLean Park in Napier for this Pool B encounter, the final one for the West Indies and the UAE. West Indies looking to take a spot in the quarterfinals with a big win today. Still Ireland to come with Pakistan to decide the final outcome of this Pool B. But the star performer for the West Indies so far, their skipper. They elected to bowl first. He picked up 4 for 27 in an excellent spell of 10 overs. Aziz 60 from 86, and Javed with his 56 off 99. Wickets also for Andre Russell and Jerome Taylor. The West Indies require 176 to win this game. They were all over the UAE first thing this morning, and it was Jason Holder who led the way. A little bit of bounce and a little bit of movement away from the right-handers. That one swinging back in to the left-hander, and then one that jagged back and knocked the stumps over. Excellent stuff from the West Indies skipper. Right, set to go. One of the stars for the UAE with the bat. Aziz down the wicket and just over the top. Not perfectly timed, but it'll be good enough to pick up the first boundary of the innings.
Looked like Johnson Charles was keen to go over mid-off. Ball didn't get to him, just drifted away a touch and just opened the face. Only the 2 men out. The 2 men back are mid-wicket on the boundary and long on. He just opens that face, caresses it over the offside. First boundary for the West Indies. Good positive start.
Oh, that's big. Very big. Chance on the bank for someone. No. Put down.
There was an opportunity for the men in the orange t-shirt. Unfortunately, they couldn't take it. First 6 of the innings, and Johnson Charles has got off to a flyer. 10 from just the 3 deliveries. Wonderful contact. And way back.
Mohammad Naveed is the opening bowler for the UAE. Pulled away, that'll be 4 more. Good timing because he didn't hit it too hard, just rolled the wrists.
Johnson Charles has been superb. This one banged in short of a length. He's onto it in a flash. In full control in front of square. Just rolls that wrist. His placement is good.
Swept away, 4 runs.
And the man on the boundary on the leg side, there's 2 of them. One's back at long on and one's back at squarish mid-wicket. Dwayne Smith does really well this time around. He gets behind square, rolls those wrists, so no danger of being caught by the man inside the circle. And the placement's really good.
Lovely shot, that works. Works a treat. Straight down the ground.
Yeah, beautiful strike there by Dwayne Smith. 382 sixes for the tournament, the most that any World Cup has ever seen. And here we see it just drifting away. He clears that front leg, gives himself a little bit of space to get the arms through. And once he presents that bat with a straight face, he's got the power to smack it over any boundary.
Oh, there's another one. A little bit of width, not perfectly timed on this occasion. Would be good enough though. Pick up another boundary for Johnson Charles. 33 without loss after 3. Oh, he's given him. Yeah, there was a little nick, was there? A little inside edge, a hint of it.
Ryan Smith was considering asking Johnson Charles whether he should go upstairs. There was definitely a noise as it went past that inside edge, so I'm sure when we have a look at Snicker, there'll be a little bit of a heartbeat. But a good delivery, just straightened on Dwayne Smith as it pitched. Gets that inside edge as his hands get in front of the body, and there you can hear the noise. Definite inside edge. Snicker backs it up with a small little heartbeat. And Dwayne Smith's disappointing World Cup continues. Colin Dar gets that finger up. Dwayne Smith had some wonderful shots. He goes for 15. 33 for 1.
Marlon Samuels is the new batsman. He's off the mark finally, Marlon Samuels.
Yeah, we've seen in the past Marlon Samuels just loves to get himself in, first of all, but he needs to get going a little bit quicker today. West Indies are all about winning the game and then winning it with a good run rate, net run rate.
Oh, very good. Johnson Charles. Little shimmy down the wicket. 6 more over mid-wicket. 44 for 1.
This is the spirit from Johnson Charles. He's been on fire right since he's got to the crease. He realized that there was no pace coming from Gurugay, so he decided to bat half a metre or so outside his crease, and then there's a shimmy, and he absolutely middles it over mid-wicket, 82 metres. And he was full of intent, and it paid off.
Straight to hand, and success for Gurugay. He deserves this again. He's bowled well, wasn't his best delivery, and he's gotten rid of Marlon Samuels.
Just presenting very simple catch. 2 backward points, so Gurugay deserves that. He's bowled well, and he's just added to that World Cup wicket tally. It's a big wicket of Marlon Samuels. He goes for 9, it's 53 for 2.
Jonathan Carter replaces Marlon Samuels, the 27-year-old.
I think, if anything, the left-handed batsman, oh, there's an overthrow. Bit of sloppy work there from the UAE, and it just doesn't get Carter off the mark, but just gives them an easy leg by. But the point I was going to make is the left-hander coming to the crease, it's only going to add to a better partnership opportunity. There's the Marlon Samuels dismissal, just opening the face. Sort of half-hearted shot, wasn't totally committed to it, and hence not getting on top of it. But having the left-handed batsman there is going to challenge Gurugay.
Yeah, dealt with. That was an out-and-out half volley. It was a long half volley, and Johnson Charles is in a no-nonsense mood.
A beautiful shot. Probably the drive of the over. Marlon Samuels hit a nice straight drive, but that one just had a little bit more poise and control. Just over pitching Gurugay. Expensive over, but a successful one.
Gurugay, originally from Sri Lanka, just over the head of Mohammad Takir. Kurum Khan, beg your pardon.
It's a good piece of bowling from Gurugay. Just took the pace out of the delivery. Only 112, just bowling a slightly off-pace delivery and totally deceiving Carter. Carter was looking just to work that along the ground, but was done with pace, hence just chipping it. And for his sake, it carried just over the mid-on fielder.
That is such a well-controlled shot, and the ease with which he's played it belies the power that he transferred into the shot.
Just a fraction short, and with the angle going across Charles, it presents an opportunity to score, and staying on top of it, which is different than Samuels, who looked to go square and open the face. He stayed on top of that and hit it down and hit it well in front of square instead of hitting it square. Great shot. Right on top of it again, Johnson Charles, and that'll run away, and it'll be another boundary to his credit. So he's ticking along nicely. His 7th 4. And there's your sweep shot, and nicely played as well. He's just got that fine enough to beat the short fine leg, and that'll run away for a boundary.
When he's playing well, these are the sorts of shots that makes him so hard to bowl to. Occasionally you'll see him reverse sweeping as well, so the bowler has to change his length and alter his line.
Oh, beautiful shot, this time through the covers. Wonderful timing.
It's just a small glimpse of the talent of Jonathan Carter. What the West Indies want to see is him doing this for long periods over the coming years.
Another slower ball, but slapped away wide of mid-off. Should be 2. There will be, so well run by Carter, running to the danger end.
50 as well for Johnson Charles. On return to the West Indies team in his first knock as a replacement for Darren Bravo, he gets another half century, his 3rd of his career, in addition to 2 centuries. Welcome back.
Oh, that's got to be close. Wow, I mean, he just shaped up with that magnificent backlift and then nothing happened.
Just came back with the arm. And I think they want to go upstairs. Yeah, reviews taken straight away. The moment it hit the pad, ran away.
Well, what's this hit? What does it hit? The back leg? Just flick the pad there.
Flick the top of the back pad.
Flick the top of the back pad, so he's on the crease line.
But where it's hitting that back pad, it looks like it's outside the line of off stump. He
could be
does
right.
move his back leg later.
And bear in mind, of course, that the original decision was not out on the field. Umpire's call. There you go. Umpire's call. So that's what happens. It goes in favour of the umpire's decision. If it's not that obvious, if there's not more of the ball involved there. Oh, wow, this has gone straight up. Who wants this one? Mid-on's coming in under it and takes it safely. So Javed has his wicket. And it's Johnson Charles who perishes for 55.
Looking to go leg side rather than straight down. And a good catch. It's karate. 109 for 3. Johnson Charles is out for 55. And hence Andre Russell. They're well on course to finish before the 36th over. That's what they need to do to get above Pakistan on the net run rate, which would make sure that they're in the quarterfinals.
Oh, boy. Russell's got that, and that has gone a seriously long way.
And where did you park your car?
Parked on the other side. Parked way out the other side, Russell. Oh, this is straight up as well, and I think Russell's going to perish, and Javed's got another one. Yes, he has. He just did not get that at all right. Andre Russell, and his very brief stay, well, it was worth one shot, and that's about it.
He's got something about him, this Javed. It's the deck gets big on Russell. He's out there on a mission, but it's Amjad who gets underneath. Second wicket for Javed Amjad. Andre Russell out for 7. The Indies are 118 for 4.
So new player is Ines Ramdan. So experienced, been a previous captain of the West Indies. Very accomplished wicket-keeper batsman. He was listed to come out at number 5, but they promoted Andre Russell in that experiment. Not so successful. So slip in place, got the 3 inside the circle, 2 on the onside for Ramdan on strike. And it forwards deep square leg and fine leg and third man. Ramdan's going to push to a gap here, and he should get back for 2. That's nicely placed and well run.
I think West Indies will do better if they played good shots. Just keep working it into gaps rather than just swinging off their feet. Andre Russell. Well, that's how he knows to play. That's his style.
Good day, hasn't he, Javid? Really good day. Half century. Now he's got 2 for 4. A day he will never forget. So far, they've done a wonderful job, and they're certainly not to be underrated. And that's a glorious drive. It really is a beautiful cover drive. When those left-handers play them like that, it's hard to beat.
He gets very close to it. Look at that stride. Not too close, but he gets a very good base. Too full, really.
Lovely shot. Very well played by Dinesh Ramdin. Wouldn't quite say he caressed it past backward point, but it was authoritative.
Yeah, this is pure quality. A little bit of width. It's all about the placement. He had to hit it behind square just to use the pace, and did it superbly well. Open bat base. Real speed through that hitting zone.
Hit something, maybe pad. Yeah, the umpire says it's off the pad. It's a good take by the keeper, Swapnil, though. 136 for 4.
You can see it, he moves quite late, comes off the pad. Good foot movement. Makes it nice and low. Javed was convinced it was gone.
Was a noise again. And again well taken down the leg side.
This one almost sounded a little bit more convincing. Also through the reaction of Ramdin once the ball had gone past. We'll have to have a look at the replay. Gets that front foot across. Oh, I think he maybe. Yes, maybe. Have a look here. There's definitely a noise. I don't know if there was contact with the edge. Javed once again convinced that he's got his man. Dangerous line to attack down the leg side.
Nice shot in the gap and should run away for 4. It's looked good again, Jonathan Carter, today. And he'll want to finish the job.
He's played some really impressive shots. This is another example of it. Over extra cover. It's given a little bit of air by Aziz. He just releases his hands, smashes it over the top. He was frustrated in the last over because he got a little half volley he didn't put away. But he'll be more than happy with that shot.
Good running. And another misfield. And Carter wants 3 and gets 3. Very good aggressive running. But you have to worry about some of the misfields, simple ones we're seeing.
Well, basic areas here from the UAE. Gets it quick. He doesn't position his feet in the right position. And goes with the one hand. Good to get.
Into the gap and 4. This one problem that Javed has had, not only today but at different times in the tournament, is that he tends to stray onto the leg stump too often.
Been really impressive up to this stage. Well, the 6.2 overs was just for 19. It's beaten the bat a couple of times, but that's not a great delivery. Leg stump half volley with no one behind square on the leg side besides fine leg.
For Jonathan Carter. As we said before, his first for the West Indies in ODIs, and he'll be hoping that it's the first of many.
He's played well. He's played some wonderful shots, particularly off the spinners through that extra cover area. 5 fours of just 58 deliveries. Good strike rate. He's more than looked the part, that's for sure. appreciated by his captain, and why wouldn't it be? We saw what does it say? Jassy. Jassy 911? Jassy 911? We saw him. Chris Gale's got it on his shoes. He's got Gale Force. Jassy 911. Anything to that? Okay.
Weather's held off as well because there have been cyclones in this part of the world over the last few days. 2 or 3 of them at different locations near Australia. And sweeping through the Pacific Islands. And caused some serious damage, and there was a threat of rain today that threatened to spoil it. It hasn't appeared. 173 for 4.
Been all good and well as long as it doesn't spoil our flights tomorrow, Bish. We don't want any bumpy flights. Here's the 50. And we're talking about how those wonderful shots through extra cover. There's a couple he hit through, and then you'll see as part of the highlights package there's one that he goes over the top. All 5 have come off the off spinner, and he's played well. This could be 2. It should be 2. Jarvis just wandering around there at fine leg. No real intensity to his fielding. So it's just the 1 run that's required now for the West Indies.
Excited the West Indies because at the conclusion of it, their run rate will be up significantly, and they'll improve their chances of going through to the quarterfinals. They'll have to sit and watch the outcome of the game in Adelaide currently, as we've said before. Over the top, and victory for the West Indies. Lofted shot by Dinesh Ramdin that rolls into the boundary now. And the West Indies fans are jubilant. The team members will be relieved and happy that they've managed to pull off a victory here. No interruption by weather. And in good time as well. The West Indies winning by 6 wickets here against the UAE at McLean Park.
Yeah, it was all set up by a wonderful bowling performance. Jason Holder and Jerome Taylor up front put the UAE under some immense pressure. Even 6 wickets early on in the piece, and it was wrapped up the end of the UAE innings. And there have been some aggressive batting from the West Indies at times. They've won in a comfortable just over 30 overs. They had to do it in just less than 34, so it's improved the net run rate. The job's been done, and now they just sit and wait to see if they go further in this tournament.
Smith departed for 15, but he did it in quick time. Johnson Charles on return to the West Indies team, his first game of the tournament. 55 to him, or 40 deliveries. Looks as though he's sharpened up a few things in the year's absence that he's had from international level. Marlon Samuel struggled, but Jonathan Carter finished the innings off, came not out along with Dinesh Ramdin, who finished on 33, a partnership of 58 between Carter and Ramdin from 81 balls.
Manjulo Godege was the best of the bowlers. He picked up 2 for 40. He was really impressive up front. Naveed was pretty good at the start, but Javed in the middle there picked up 2 important wickets. He bowled with good control and had another few opportunities. But in general, just not enough runs on the board for the UAE to defend. 176 is what they ended up. I know they hit a 4 off the last delivery, but they completed the single first. So it just goes to 176. And there's the summary. Aziz, the day of his life with the bat, 60. And in partnership with Javed, they gave the UAE something competitive. The bowlers for the West Indies, Holder, Taylor, Russell were impressive. Marlon Samuels was very tight in his 10 overs. And then a valiant effort from Charles up front for the order for West Indies was superb. Carter, 50 not out. Ramdin was there to see the home through. So the game here at Napier comes to an end. The game between the West Indies and the UAE. The key was for the West Indies to come here and win, and they've done exactly that. But they also had a little calculation process to sort out. They had to improve their net run rate. And with their superb performance, they've managed to do that as well. We're going down for the post-match presentation with Simon Dool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, time now to have a chat to the two captains of today's match. First up, it's Mohamed Takir of the UAE. Mohamed, pretty tough to recover, I guess, from that start with the bat.
Yeah, I think when they put us to bat first, I think they took good advantage of the bowling conditions early on, and I think 40 for 6, it was difficult to recover, but still it was a good effort by the batsmen, Amjad Javed and Nasser Aziz. They batted well.
Yeah, it was nice for those guys to pick up a half century each, wasn't it? And they'll go home with some good memories of today.
Yes, definitely. I think Amjad has been very, very consistent for us throughout the tournament with the bat as well as with the ball also. So I think these are positive for us during this tournament.
What would you like to see as the UAE captain happen in the next 2 or 3 years leading into the next World Cup if you guys are trying to qualify?
I think we got a T20 World Cup qualifying ahead of us in July. I think we'll be focusing on that, and I think we need. It was a decent performance from us in this tournament, and we'd like to learn from our mistakes. It was a good learning experience for us during this tournament, and do well in the future tournaments.
As far as playing in New Zealand and Australia, have the guys enjoyed it? Have the team and the management enjoyed the time?
Yes, definitely. It was a very enjoyable experience for us, but a lot of traveling and cleaning the shoes for us.
Yeah, you've got to clean those shoes when you come back into New Zealand, don't you? Don't worry about that. Mate, we really enjoyed having you here, and congratulations on the performances throughout the tournament. Unlucky not to pick up a win, but great to have you in the World Cup, and we look forward to next time, mate.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
And Mohamed Takir there, the captain of UAE. Right, now it's time to have a chat to the West Indies captain and also our player of the match, who will collect his trophy on the way in from Vern Kettleborough, who is the patron of Central District Cricket, the local cricket association here. Jason Holder for his magnificent 4 for 27. Put the UAE right on the back foot. Jason, come on in, mate. Congratulations, first of all, on your performance. Man of the match. You bowled well today.
Yeah, the ball came out really well for me at the start. You know, I got a bit of swing and the ball bounced a bit for me. You know, just it was about putting the ball in the right area and just getting the wickets. Unfortunately for today, we got some wickets.
Because it wasn't quick. It wasn't a quick surface out there. It was a little bit slow.
Yeah, it was a little slowish, you know, but what was good for me is that I got some movement, you know, and that's key. And lucky enough, you know, I was able to take some wickets at the top.
Moving on to the team performance, how happy are you heading towards hopefully a quarter-final?
Yeah, extremely pleased the way the guys came out today and played. Obviously, it was a must-win game for us. You know, obviously we needed to win at a certain margin. So, you know, just credit to the guys the way the guys played, and then hopefully we can go forward in the quarterfinals.
You sent Andre Russell out a little bit earlier today as well. You were looking to finish it early, so there was some good positive intent.
Yeah, we had to show the intent. You know, we were looking to finish the game before 36 overs. You know, which was key for our run rate. So we just had to make some decisions. And unfortunately today, Russ didn't come off, but we still have faith in him to go forward in the quarterfinals. If
you move to Wellington, perhaps, play New Zealand, it's a big test.
Yeah, big test. They're obviously playing some very good cricket, but I think they're Joe lost, so hopefully they'll be in the quarterfinals.
All right, well done today on your Player of the Match award and on the West Indies win. Congratulations, Jason.
Thanks, sir.
Well, there you go. It's Jason Holder, today's Player of the Match and also the winning skipper of the West Indies.
So how does this leave the table? Well, here we see the West Indies have moved into third position at this moment in time. 6 points on the board, and look at their improved net run rate. And they'll just have to wait and see exactly what happens in the game between Pakistan and Ireland. And that will dictate as to where they go with regards to their position in this tournament.